What are some secrets that men will never tell women? When asked what are you thinking about, and I say nothing, there are three options. 1, 2, 3. I forgot as soon as you asked me. I really don't give a shit half the time. This, her. Do you think we should get the light blue towels or the dark blue towels? Me. I'm fine with either. Her. I have an opinion I don't want to share, just pick one. You like the dark blue better, right? Me. She not hear me. Really. I'd think both are nice. Her. Won't he share his opinion? You must like one better. Which one? Me. To rage quit the relationship. Okay, I like the dark blue. Let's get that. Her. Really? I like the light blue. Don't you think it looks nicer? That last line. Maddening. Our plans may have changed when we met you. This is not you holding us back or something to be self-conscious about. We had one life before you, and now we have another including you. The plan needed modified. Example, my wife asked me what I would be doing if she and I never met. Didn't even need to think. Once I left the army I would go to med school, to be an physician, and I would still be there. Imagine the bachelor plan and the shared life plan. If you ask me to grab, insert generic item here, and I ask which one, I'm not being deliberately obtuse. And when I inevitably bring the wrong one, it was 100% due to a lack of definition. Bring me a towel please. Which one? You know which one. I promise I do not. Just bring a towel. I need to clean up this mess. Runs back into the room with hand towel from guest bath. What's this? Why would you bring this one? Dies a little inside. There's always a little bit of wee left on the tip afterwards. I am male. I like hugs. The sick-ass kung fu brawl I'm imagining when we're online at the post office. What kind of porn they actually watch. Maybe that dress isn't the most flattering. I tell you that you look amazing in it, and this is what goes through my head. You obviously love it and want to wear it. I love you and I'm going to make sure you go through this day with confidence. And since when am I a fashion expert? Have you seen the clothes I pick for myself? I'm really the wrong person to be asking, but you look perfect to me no matter what you wear, so I'm really not objective. It annoys me that you say you don't want fries but then take mine. I mean, what the f? We use the same towels for our face on our balls. After a shower. In that order. Yes. I thought everyone used one towel. We can be very insecure about telling you how we feel. If I ask you to repeat yourself, it means I didn't hear you, not that I'm not listening. Every guy has a story on how they started masturbating, and 1, it's never the normal way they do it now, 2, chances are it's real embarrassing so they won't tell you. Top secret information. This applies to women as well. How itchy our balls are, sometimes. First. Is op a man or woman? ... Man maybe. I don't know how women feel about this, but we get rarely hugged. So every hug would make our day brighter. Just be sure to clarify that you're just friends if the guy takes the hug the wrong way. I only lasted 25 minutes because I jacked it earlier today. If your male partner hasn't been the little spoon, I'd recommend you try it. This is more directed towards certain guys who are too masculine to be the little spoon, or at least try. Girl here. Sometimes I like to be big spoon just cause it's like I'm holding a giant teddy bear and you can ninja out more easily when the bed gets hot and you just want to pass out. Nice try. I am not falling for this one again. We've all misplaced our 10mm socket. Yes, I definitely used those decorative towels that shall not be used. I want to throw every single decorative pillow in the house away. They're pointless. Take up a ton of space and contribute to the clutter, and they give me a ton of anxiety. Just about everything decorative makes me feel this way. If we've just started dating, I might not be that forthcoming with my feelings, but that doesn't mean I'm not interested. Sometimes it's because I don't know how you feel, and am afraid of being knocked back. That's something I'm trying to work on, and I know it can cause a bit of an impasse if the other person is also afraid of getting hurt. I can't hear you from the other room. And don't say I have a headache, say can you fetch me an ibuprofen. Don't say the TV is loud, say turn down the TV. Also, I don't have strong preferences for food unless it's steak night, so when I say I don't know, what do you want for dinner? I mean it. When I suggest 3 or 4 things, and you say no to all of them, it's your turn to figure out the menu. When I suggest 3 or 4 things, and you say no to all of them, it's your turn to figure out the menu. Let me tell you the story of 5-2-1. 5-2-1 breaks up the decision into different parts of the brain, each of which can solve that section of the problem. That's my analysis on why this works. I've never had this not work. First, if it matters who starts, whoever asked the question loses. Whoever asked the person what to eat, they lose. The other person can start, or they can ask the person who asked to start. But either way, someone starts and names 5 places to eat. Anyone can name 5 places or things to eat. This uses the brainstorming part of the brain. If you can't name 5 places, then you need to shut the up and pick something because you're too picky. You lose. Shut the up and pick. Then it goes to the next person. That person narrows it down from 5 choices to 2 choices. This uses the critical part of the brain, the negative part. They're picking 2, but really, all they're doing is crossing out what they don't like. Importantly, they are not brainstorming or adding items to the list. We've passed that. They only get to narrow the list down. Progress is forced forward. If they have the gall to complain about all 5, shut the up and pick. You lose. You were given 5 choices and they're all bad. Then you obviously care so much you should just pick. Then it goes back to the first person again. All they have to do is, from the list of 2 options that they put on that list to begin with, decide which of those 2 they want most. This uses the positive part of the brain that says what they want most. Anyone can pick between 2 choices. You can't bitch about the 2 you have to choose from, as if the previous person narrowed it down wrong, because they narrowed down your own list of 5 options. If you bitch about it, you lose. And you have to shut the up and pick which is good. If you actually cared which of those 5, then great. You no longer have 2 ambivalent people and you skip to the conclusion. Easy example with fast food. Not because fast food is good, but because you'll all understand it. It's an example. Jesus people. Guy. Girl. Oh I don't care. Guy. I don't care. Girl. 5-2-1. You asked. Guy. Okay. McDonald's. Burger King. Wendy's. Chipotle. Carl's Jr. Girl. Guy. Burger King. And they go to Burger King because no one lost and needed to shut the up and pick. Almost never does anyone lose. Usually, by breaking the problem into different parts of the brain and different people, it absolves you from making the perfect choice. You brainstorm. You critique. Then you pick what you want or toss a coin. Ta-da. 5-2-1. You don't have to know why it works. Just know that it works. 5-2-1. I have no secrets really, just a little advice to offer. We're usually absolutely terrible at reading your subtle hints. Men generally don't do finesse. If you want something, the thing you want for your birthday, or you want to be taken out for a nice meal, or you're feeling horny, you're best to just ask us outright. My wife has learned this about me, and life is great. One time she outright asked what I was thinking about, because I was clearly distracted and not paying attention to what I was doing, and I straight up told her that I was strategizing how to beat one of the battles in The Last Remnant, still unbeaten due to the cardinal sin of the unskippable cutscene. I like it when a woman rests her head on my shoulder or chest. Not sexual or romantic, it just makes me feel like I matter and/or is a reminder that I do. 9.57 out of 10. I have already seen the meme you sent me 3 weeks before you did. That thing you told us to be careful with. We broke it but fixed it before you got home. We don't actually scratch our balls. It's more of a pinch and roll. I'm not nearly as confident as I act. We aren't always horny and don't control most of our boners. Most of them are just my dick being mean and putting me in an awkward situation. Attraction and desire towards for us is more attractive than anything you can say, do or wear. I don't give a about the color of those towels. No matter how ugly you think you look, there's always a guy that thinks you look amazing. We check out your ass every time you walk away. I'm not saying all women's asses. Maybe if single but in a relationship we check out our ass every time they leave the room. I've seen my wife's ass 1,000 times and I can promise you I'll check it out 1,000 times more. When I sit there looking like I'm annoyed, I'm just thinking of something stupid that I'd rather not explain it.